I want to tell y'all about one of my most epic failures ever. And I say it's epic because it could have sent me back to prison for a considerable amount of time. I can't remember where along my baby daughter was, but me going to prison at the time when this happened would have greatly affected, you know, that period of time. So I want to tell y'all about that. And the reason why I want to tell y'all about that is, first of all, to encourage you to make good decisions, make better decisions than I made. I'm not proud of some of the choices that I made, and I paid dearly for most of them. You know what I mean? All of them. I won't get away with nothing. So I just want to encourage you guys to make good decisions, make better decisions, and also to put light on how situations turn out, because this situation right here, it is a situation where you trying to well, I thought I was trying to do good, or trying to do good, I end up doing bad, and that was never my intention. Um, but we'll go over that later. Let's get to the story. But like I said, I appreciate y'all. Please make better decisions. And this actually my second or third time trying to do this story, and I'm trying to get it right. So y'all bear with me. My heart is beating triple the rate it was just going a second ago, right? So as I'm sitting up under the light, I call my wife. I call her on the phone just because of the situation. I want her to be aware, you know what I mean? You know, everything else going on with me is legit. I call her. As soon as I call, she answer. She like, hello? I'm like, look, I'm at the light. I'm still looking at the light. I'm at the light. Georgia State Patrol behind me. She like, you okay? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know they behind me. So as we talking, the light turned green. I go up under the light. As soon as I hit the gas and go up under the light, hit red and blues come on. Yo, 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 yo. You know what I mean? Hit that loud noise. So I'm like, all right, well, he just put the lights on me. So she is about 23 minutes away at the school. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, I got your pole on me. Can you come? She like, I'm on the way. So I hang up. And I pull over. I pull the truck over into like the little side. He get over the loud thing and say, driver, cut the vehicle off. So I do what he say. I cut the vehicle off. I got one hand out the window. He like, open the door. Open the door. I can't remember the commands, but he tell me to open the door. I open the door. He like, get out the vehicle, both hands up. I do exactly what he said. I get out the vehicle. He tell me, get on my knee. I get on my knee now. Listen, now I'm not at this point. I ain't even looked at this dude, so I'm thinking, it's probably a white man got their gun on me. I'm so afraid, right? So everything he tell me to do, I'm doing. He got a gun on me. He like, get on your knee. I get on my knees. He like, don't move. I don't move. I'm sitting out. I'm standing out. I'm sitting out like this on my knees and the truck open. I feel him coming, grab me. They be all rough and tough. He do that. He do me like that right there. Pick me up, walk me back to the back of the car. He shoved me in the back of the state trooper car. Truck still open. Now I see as he walking back to my truck, I see it's a black dude. You know what I mean? Young black dude. If I had to gauge the age, I say anywhere from 25 to 28. You know what I mean? Young black dude. He was shorter than me, smaller than me, everything. So he go back to the truck, and then he come back to me. He say, is anything in the truck I need to know about, man? You got any such anything illegal, any weapons? I'm, I'm like this right here. When he asked me the question, I know it's not in my best interest to lie to him. So I'm like, but again, this got to be the worst situation. One of the worst feelings I've ever felt is the feeling of knowing that I'm about to go back to prison for a long time, and I've already been to prison for a long time. This is this will make you cry. Welcome to Who on a Life Sentence. Thank y'all for tapping in. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I read them all. I respond to most of them. We're gonna jump right into the story today, but before we get into it, I want to say this. Um, normally we keep this thing a little PG. Today we're gonna go a little bit deeper, man. If you're able to follow, if you're able to keep up, then fine as well. If you're not, then this is just where the story ends for you. So don't get in my comments asking me them dumbass questions, because if I don't mention it, then that was on purpose. Um, you see what I'm saying? And a lot of details have been changed because some of the people that I mentioned I still deal with. Some of the people that I mentioned I'm still cool with or respect. So anyway, outside of that, man, I just say just enjoy the story. I thank y'all for tapping in, and here we go. Hit that cash out. So I used to work at Prime. At this time, this was the best job I've ever had. It's paying anywhere from $900 to $1,200 a week. Best job I've ever had. The only the negative to the job was it's a traveling job. You always gone. You always on the road. If you're a family person, this can have a toll on you. So it's as I'm outside working for Prime, I'm already looking to get something at home, to get a good job at home, closer to the house, and to stop being on the road so much. But I need to make the same amount of money. I had already decided that I wanted to be a business owner. Um, I really hadn't picked the business that I wanted, but I know that I wanted to be the head of the show because, excuse me, we even knew we knew me we knew the owner of Prime, and we this was a white man, and he was making millions. So it sparked something in your mind, like I don't know. For me, like I said, I'm not only am I a hater and I be jealous and stuff, I'm a competitor. I'm a man. So when I see that, I look at one man, the same man, uh he'll I forgot his name, but he'll be in the building working with us. And I mean, just to give you a small scope of the money that I'm talking about, this is how I used to look at it, and I'm probably weren't accurate. When Prime got to a when Prime got to a Walmart site, it would be no less than about 60 of us. You know what I mean? It might have been, might have been more. Anywhere we'll just say it's anywhere from 40 to 60 of us, right? And they paying me 900, 1,000, $1,200, and I'm on the low end. So if they paying everybody else more than me, you understand what I'm saying? If they pay each and every one of us $1,000 a week, that would be anywhere from 40 to 60,000 a week. That's the money that they're paying out. You understand? And not only is this the small side, this is the soft construction side. So you still have they have a actual construction side where they actually build stuff. These jobs pay even more. Prime, and this is Prime. So again, not only this, so you got to imagine just in one day, you know what I'm saying? In 1 week, they might be paying out anywhere. Payroll might be $250,000. But again, the owner of this business work inside. He'll come in and work with us, put on the hard hat, and be working with us. And just he don't talk. He just be looking and just be working, right? So I get to comparing myself, like, dang, how come? a guy like this can make $250,000 a week, or pay out $250,000 a week. And if he paying it out, imagine what's being brought in. He can do that. And I struggle to bring in $100 a day. So when I say I'm a hater, this is what I mean. I just compare myself, like, man, this man got two. He only got two arms. He ain't got five arms. He only got two arms, just like I do. Two arms, one brain. So how come he can do this and I'm only bringing in $40, $50 a day? Let me get my hustle on. This is what sparks the, okay, I want to get some money for myself. She crying? Okay, here I come. One second. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So, like I was saying, the owner of the business, whose name was Donald Bloom, he would come down and work with us. Excuse me, which would make me compare myself to him to say, okay, what made this dude so much better than me that he can get so much money and I can't get none? So it's been planted in my head that I want my own business. As a matter of fact, while I was still working that job, I would do stuff to put myself in position to get my own business. While I was working with Prime, I would come home on the weekends. I decided I was gonna have a landscaping business, so I come home on the weekend. I bought me a landscaping trailer. I come home the next weekend. I bought me a lawnmower, riding lawnmower. I come home. I had to save up a couple of weeks. I come home. I buy me a big truck. So as I'm working with Prime, I'm putting my business together to start making my own money. Cause all I know is I just want to be the boss of this situation. My brother ended up telling me that. So I got a younger brother who robbed the bank before. He ended up doing some time behind robbing the bank. While doing time robbing the bank, of course, you're gonna meet people. One of his partners that he was closest with while doing time, his name was Clam Bookham. So he used to tell me about old Clam Bookham and tell me how smart Clam was, and I had to take that voice cancellation out. So that noise cancellation. So he would tell me how smart Clam was. We used to call him Bookham. He would tell me how smart Bookham was and how much money he had, and the things that he said he would do. And he'd be like, now, he out there running their business, making a lot of money. And of course, it sounds good. It's cool. Then one day, my brother tell me that he working for Bookham Company. I'm like, dang, okay, cool. It's attractive to me because I've already started getting my own money, but I'm getting my own money on the weekends and still going out of town with Prime on during the week. So Bookham end up hiring another one of my brothers. Now, this is what really makes it attractive, because I'm like, these boys staying in the city getting money while I'm still hitting the road. Time go on, I decide I don't want to go on the road no more. I get introduced to Bookman. The reason why I come to like Bookman is because, like I said, once my brother, he doing big business, and he's my brother partner. When I meet him, everything. When I meet him, I got a lot of respect for him because he holding a major load and he know how to get some money, and you can tell that he's smart. He's a thinker. My brother also told me that Bookham used to be an addict. He used to be strung out on one of the class A's. You know what I mean? And particularly crack. Now, this ain't no shot. This actually, I got this where most of my respect came from. This man has rebounded from being, I don't think he was no crackhead, but he used to use cocaine, on the heavy side. I don't know how far down his life spiraled, but he ended up going to rob a bank, which is how he ended up in the feds with my brother. So when you look at him and when you're talking to him and you meeting him and you see the kind of business he do, it's very intriguing because the whole time you watching this dude do this business and being progressive, you saying yourself, it's the same dude that'll go through hard time and run in the bank. It takes a lot of nerve to do that. So again, once you talking to a person and you see how they think and then be like, but this the same guy that'll you see what I'm saying? So his personality is actually kind of intriguing. I like it. He's been to the bottom. He's been to the bottom of substance abuse, but he's been to the prison, and now he's up here dealing on a major level with these white people. He get contracts from Parker Young and smaller companies to go and do floors. He had a flooring business, so he pulling up floors at colleges and hospitals, and this stuff is big money. I've never really got into it, so I can't even imagine how much money a job like this he would charge. But if I just had to make an educated guess, I would guess that he's charging anywhere from $20,000 to $75,000, depending on how big the job is, because he would be paying us good money, and he would have sometimes he have 8, 9, or 10 of us on the job working 10-hour days and still paying us good money. If it going to overtime, he pay us overtime. I never seen him cry.
Friends and family, is it ready?
Yep, we're on.
Good morning, friends and family. Out here taking up VCT tile, Peachtree City. As you can see, the coronavirus can't stop the cash, but we do want you to be safe. We got about 8,000 to 9,000 feet of VCT tile we taking up out here. I got my whole in-house crew in. I got my son on the machine, and I got my daughter helping me get the VCT tile up. Keep the cash in the house. Thank you.
So off the rip, a lot of respect for Bookman, man. A lot of respect. This is actually, if I were going to have a chance to pick my father figure, it would be somebody like this. He a little harsh, but just on the words. Like, he might call you stupid or say you're thinking off. But I mean, come on, man. You got to get used to that. He's just being a father, right? He's just being a father and a leader. And that comes with some criticism. But all his kids, are taken care of. When I count off the top of my head, it's 6 kids. I'm talking about ain't no babies. 6 grown kids that he take care of and provide for, and not with the bare minimum. Like, they got all the new stuff. So when the new iPhone 14 and 15s come out, everybody get one. His youngest son, Josh, he got a BMW, don't got no job. This was back, everybody who said they wanted a car, they got a nice car. He talk about Teslas and BMWs and, Mercedes and things of this nature. Again, I cannot stress enough, this man get money. You can say whatever you want. He done had cocaine. Listen, this man gets money. He's in a mansion right now. I ain't gonna go too far into all of his business, but the man is a certified, bona fide hustler. Again, this is why I had the amount of respect for him that I did, because I wanted to do this. I wanted to learn how to do this, and I wanted to do this. Now, just because of my work ethic, me and him end up getting close. We end up getting close to the point where, he would be teaching me the business, talking to me about stuff. I actually envisioned I would be the one that would come and further his business, not take over his business, but sometimes when you can't work the business no more, you got to leave somebody in charge. I envisioned that person would probably be me. We had gained that kind of relationship, right? Almost like father and son. I think a couple of times he used to call me his son. So it was all good. I like Booker. So as time go on and I'm working with Booker's crew, of course, we do a lot of talking, a lot of conversating, and we get to talking about the stuff that I used to do before I end up coming to work for him. I told him about the the flim flam I used to do, working with King Flim Flam and them scammers over on Campbellton Road. Now, I'm not saying that it's scammers for real. I'm just talking junk, but that's the way that I see it. We can go into that later. It sounded intriguing to him because what it is you basically take out a box full of materials and go out in the world and sell it all day. So if you take out a box of 400, a box of material worth about $400, you got the potential to make $150, but the company make about $250. It's a situation where you're getting paid on commission. So it's perfect for the supplier, for the person who owns the business. I was actually pretty decent at the job because I was trained by a guy named Rick. That's my homeboy I be telling y'all about. He just real good with people. I can't call him a salesman because a lot of times this stuff really sell itself. It's just if they like you and if you present yourself right and if you got a good short story. So I'm telling old Bookman about the way that I used to work at this old company. We used to make so much money, how much money the old Flim Flam or King Flim Flam used to make and all this and all that. And I know that it sounds intriguing to him. Because again, like I said, if you got two or three people working, those two or three people can bring you $400 or $500 a day just off on the side. So now here's what happened. When I actually got away from the flim flam business, selling stuff, I was done with it. I didn't like it because of the way people would try to treat you. What I mean is, like, when we going from business to business selling stuff out of a box. So a lot of times, even in the training, we'll talk that we're gonna take a lot of no's, and a lot of those no's be harsh no's. A lot of times, people are very rude. If they run in a business and they see you come in a business dressed in a suit, looking like a Muslim, you got a box in your hand and you selling toys, or they figure you selling something, they'll try to be rude to you. You got some people that'll see you and might get excited and can't wait to see you. But a lot of times, people will just be rude, won't give you a chance, and it would do something to my attitude. This is why I didn't like it, because if I walk in and you spoil my attitude, I'll be so focused on you that, in the training, you're supposed to just ignore that person and keep going and find your person, keep going until you find a person that's going to be nice to you. But after you have been rude to me, it'll damn near throw off my whole attitude, and I want to see why you being so rude. And so this is the job really didn't coincide with my personality, but I was actually good at it. I could kind of gauge people and see who to talk to, who not to talk to, and make my day. Most days I can make my day. I'm telling old Bookham about this situation and about how much money it makes, and he gets intrigued. He gets intrigued to the point where he say, "Man, we can do that. We can do that in the city." I'm like, "You want to?" He said, "Yeah, I want to." And again, this is why I had the kind of respect for him that I did, because it's just that simple. If y'all can just be talking about an idea. If y'all talk about an idea and he's thinking in his head like that might work, he go ahead and pull the trigger. Ain't gonna be none of that. Let me think about it. We'll try it next week. Ain't none of that procrastinating, no bullshit. If you talk to him about something and it sounds like it's okay, the man he ready to go before you is. Okay, so this is why I like him. I'm telling him about how it go. He like, okay, look, so do what I want to do. He like, you telling me about this operation? He like, I want to go see it. I'm like, all right, cool. I really don't want to do this because I've already left this business. What he talking about is going back to the business for a day just so he can see for himself how it's ran and operated. Which I ain't got no problem with that, but for the person that's running that business, you see what I'm saying? You see how disrespectful that is? I'm an old worker and I'm bringing in some infiltrator really to see how everything is running so that I can start up my own. That's really offensive. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I do it. I say, all right, I do it. I'm feeling bad because I'm feeling bad because I know that this is a form of betrayal. Anyway, I called King Flim Flam. I said, "Hey man, you mind if I said I got a guy who want to come and see if he can sell some merch. You mind if I come in tomorrow?" Of course, he was like, "Come on." Like I said, I was pretty good at it, so he don't lose nothing. He was like, "Yeah, come on. You can come on. You can bring him, and I'll send y'all out with one box first, and then if he decide he'll do it, I'll get y'all both a box." I say, "Cool." So me and Bookman go into King Flim Flam spot over on Campbellton Road. We end up sitting through all the training. We sit through all the training. The training is they call the training impact, which is basically just it's just a warm up. It's giving you rules, telling you how to maximize your day, and then it's actually giving you a little practice so you can warm up before you go out and actually start talking to people. So I take Bookham and we sit through the whole thing. He see how the impact go. He see how to talk to people. He see everything. Then we actually get a box. When we get the box, we get in the truck. I'm thinking we about to go sell some stuff. I'm finna go show him how it go. So as a matter of fact, that's what we did. We went somewhere real close. Might have been Old National or some real small. We take the box. I go somewhere. I'm like, bro, let me out. When I jump out, he jump out with me, and I go straight to business. And I'm telling him how you do it is like, bro, it's a law of averages. You just keep on talking to people until somebody talk to you and interested. So he followed me for a little while. I talked to 3-4 people. I catch my man. Hey, when I talk to this person, I ain't got no money. When I talk to this person, oh, let me see. We call them looking lose. They ain't got no money. I keep going till I catch my man. About the 5th person, I catch my man. Once you catch your person, once you catch a man, you got to rehash them. Meaning, once they buy something, you be like, all right, look, since you bought that, I'm gonna give you a better deal on this. So you turn your one sale of a person into 4 or 5 sales. This is how you make your day. I catch my man, I'm rehashing him. So once I catch my person and I done sold them 3 or 4 things, I'm going to the next person. I'm like, all right, let's go. So now I'm explaining it to him like, now when we catch the next person, I'm gonna be done sold 4, 5 more things. This how we keep going. We rolling. I can see him in his head. He like, dang, this pretty good because I'm already like I'm gonna be moving fast and doing my thing anyway. So I know he adding it up. Like, man, if he talk to these many people, he keep doing this. If he getting $40, $50 every pop, every time somebody, like him or talk to him, this can actually work. I see how it works. He called it off. He like, man, get in the car, let go. I'm like, well, what about going to merch? He like, we ain't got to do that. I done seen what I need to see. We'll just go. We get in the car, we call off the day, we go do whatever we do. We go get something to eat, we go handle some business. When it's time to turn the merchandise back in, that's what we do. He take me the merchandise back in, tell King Flim Flam, bro, I ain't do that good that day, 2 or 3 sales. I give him the money, we peel out. Never go back. That whole day was just a infiltration mission. You know what I mean? For Bookham to see how King Flim Flam run his business. He used me, right? Not really used me. I was part of it. So he gave me the plan. The plan is, he said, man, this ain't nothing. We finna start looking for a building ASAP. Because, when we went into that building, there was an office. It was an office building. Then you had another room where we could, do the simulations and all that. He like, we gonna start looking for a building ASAP. To him, I guess it must have looked like an easy enough operation. Get a building, get the people, train the people. And he's looking at it like, I already have the experience. Just from him following me for that short amount of time, he know that I know what I'm doing, right? So he like, we gonna do it. We gonna get the building. He like, John, look, I'm gonna get the building. And he like, I'm gonna let you run it. He like, I'm gonna let you run the impact. I'm gonna let you do the merch. You're gonna do everything. You already got your own little crew. Cause I still had some little guys that I used to merch with that I was gonna call and be like, bro, y'all come over here and run their business with me. He was like, you already got your guys, you know how to do it. I'm gonna get the building, I'm gonna get the merchandise. We'll cut it up like 60, 40, 50, 50, whatever it is, we can make some money. I'm like, cool, perfect. A day or 2 later, might be the next day. He tell me, bro, I got 2 places to look at, 2 buildings. Me, him, and his wife get up and we go and look. One of the places was over on Avondale, I can't remember why we didn't like it, but we ended up looking at 2 places that day. The second place we really fell in love with. It was perfect for what we were trying to do. We walked in, we located like this where you can come in the reception area. This where you can put in applications. This way you can do this. This way you can do that. Once you go down the hall, we see another one. Okay, this where we can teach and train at. Everything is perfect. I'm so excited. You just don't know. I'm so excited because I'm gonna be in charge of it. And I know that I'm just gonna be in charge of it for the face, but with me knowing what I know and me knowing how to do what I know how to do, I'm gonna use that opportunity to save up, be buying my own merchandise, do the right thing. I'm super geek. I'm excited, bro. I'm really finna have my own office, meaning I can hire and fire people. I'm excited. So he go to telling me, now here's what I tell him. I done already called my boys and line them up like, bro, I got something. We got an office. We're going to be running it. I'm getting thousands and thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. They excited too. They like, yeah, we going to run it with you. Here's the only thing that I told Bookman when we got ready to do this, when we got ready to actually pull the trigger on the situation. I said, man, listen, we've done it so much and we've tried. So the system is pretty much perfect. It's almost as good as it's gonna get right now. And that means from the product to the prices to the discounts to the rehash. Well, ain't no discounts, but to the rehash, everything, right? It's just a system that already works. You don't really want to introduce nothing outside or inside, to throw it off. One of those things being the merchandise. We like, listen, let us know before you order the merchandise. Let us okay it because we the ones gotta teach and train these people. We the ones gotta sell the merchandise. We would have to be confident in the merchandise because if we don't even like the merchandise that we selling, it's just gonna be a hard sale. We know the matter of fact, these are some of the situations like these were one of the top items on the selling list for the merchandise. This is actually a taser. It's a flashlight. So we used to sell them, if you can see it. Y'all see that? It's a flashlight. It ain't charged up, right? But if I charge it up, once I hit this button, it'll shoot blue fire across the hill. So this was one of the things that we used to sell. Man, literally, you could give a person about 10 tasers and they come back with 2, come back with 1, come back with none. This is how they used to come right here. Police flashlight. This is how we sell them, $20 a pop. Some people get to start selling them for $40 and $50 and all that, but ideal day is a box full of these just out there selling these, man. You might come home with $400-$500 straight up. But we couldn't do that because you got to give other sellers a chance to make their day off. So anyway, so a couple of things that I noticed is before bruh said we were gonna get the building, he called me to go over his house one day. When I go over his house one day, I take the guys that's gonna be running the office with me, Alex and Marquise, and he has already ordered like a ton. Let me go back a little bit before that. So even before that, we did a test run. We went and I showed him the stuff to order. We actually went and purchased the stuff by ourselves. Matter of fact, that's what we did. We went and purchased the stuff by ourselves because, like, we went and bought a whole box of tasers. We went and bought little cheap tablets. We went and bought a whole bunch of stuff that I know would sell, colognes and perfume, stuff that would make the day, right? And little cheap toys. He paid for it all right there on the spot. We might have bought $2,000 worth of stuff. Me and him, that same like that weekend, we drove down to Savannah. I can't quite remember what. You know what? It wasn't. We just chose that spot. We just chose it. It wasn't no reason to be there. We chose that spot to go to. We drove down to Savannah, got a hotel. on the way down to Savannah, when we checked into the hotel, I noticed that there's a truck stop right across from the hotel. This was one of our favorite places to go when I was merchant because uh basically truckers make a lot of money, but they spend a lot of time on the road. So they have a lot of money that they don't get to spend. I'm giving y'all game. If you got something to sell and you go to a truck stop, they actually like spending money because again, you got stuff that they can look at. They on the clock. They got to be over here. They got to do this or they resting. So they don't get a lot of time to just go to Walmart, to go here, to go there. They do get to do it when they off, but when they on the road, they spend a lot of time on the road. So when you go and start showing the truck driver stuff and then it's cheap, how much of them? $20. Why give me 3 of them? How much that tablet? Yeah, this is a little tablet. He thinking I can take this home to my, and you can. You take it home to your kid. Give me $120. Man, we done paid $30 for that tablet. They give you $120. So when we go check in the hotel room, I didn't see the truck stop when we got off the exit. I said, hold on, I'll be back real quick. He watching me. I take a whole bunch of stuff, 2-3 tablets, 5-10 tasers, a little this, little that. I fill up me a box. I leave out walking. I walk right across the street to the truck stop. There's no lie. I go to the truck stop. I'm over at the truck stop. I might have been over at the truck stop 25 minutes. I came back with $350. I done sold two tablets. I done sold about 6 tasers. I'm talking about just from truck to truck, going from truck to truck. I done sold it. I done sold it so fast that most of the time you got to hit and be gone because we not supposed to be on those premises selling stuff. So I'm trying to do what I need to do before the security cart or truck or whatever it is come out and try to run me off. Man, I made $350 before security even know I'm on the scene with the truck, right? When I go back to the room and show, bruh, I got 2 tablets gone, 6 tasers gone, some more stuff gone, cologne, perfume, this. He can't believe it. He like, damn, I give him the money. I give him all the money. I'm telling him like, bro, I told you, bro, I'm a dog with this. I'm a beast. So if you got me, I'm like, Alex better than me at merchant. Then you got this dude. He ain't. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, it's a good $1,500 a day, easy. He can't believe it. We gonna get some rest. Gonna hit Savannah. Man, I go down Savannah. I tear it up by myself. I might have grabbed $3,000 in 2 days. But most of the stuff that we done bought is gone. We done bought. We going back with crumbs. And he ain't done no merchant. He been watching me. He been sitting in the car. He really want to see if it's gonna be worth investing in. We come back to the city, like, and then he do what I told y'all about. He called us over the next day, and he show us when maybe a day or two later. He called us over, and this man he showed me stuff that he done ordered. And the problem with the stuff that he done ordered is it's already on the way, and I don't think he can get a refund from it. He's showing me the stuff, and the stuff that I know that he's showing me, I know it ain't gonna fly. He's showing me generic, I can't call them Apple watches because they're not Apple, but like digital watches that look like Apple watches. This not gonna roll, bro. You know what I mean? He's showing me that's the one that I remember and I hated so much, but it was like 2 or 3 different kind of things. Like he had one of the tasers that wasn't a taser, it was just a flashlight. He had it looked like stuff that maybe like earbuds or earpods or whatever the situation might be. They won merchable items and they won stuff that we had approved. You know what I mean? They stuff that I would have to sit there and talk to you about and give you my phone number, and people will feel ripped off after they bought it from you. This ain't the stuff that I was trying to get my hands on and sell. So I'm irritated. I'm like, bro, I thought we had an understanding. You know what I mean? We weren't gonna be selling. We're gonna be selling this. We were gonna do the stuff that we chose. Of course, he really is smart. I can't take nothing from him. But in situations like this, he just too smart, and he using logic like, bro, John, merchandise is merchandise. I seen what you can do. If you can go in there and sell this, you can sell this. You can sell, bro. It ain't you said it yourself. It ain't about the merchandise. it's about the price, and everything that he's saying is true. But still, I told you, bro, it's still a method to this stuff, and he just done what he wanted to do. At this point right here, this is where we split up at. Because I'm not even about to try to go and waste my time with this. As a matter of fact, I think we even tried one time. Maybe we even tried one time and we just had a horrible day. To the point where we decided we weren't taking this stuff back out. Me and my two guys, we not taking this merchandise back out. And he ordered like $10,000 worth of this stuff. So he ended up getting mad at me on feeling like maybe I'm not fulfilling my end of the obligation because he done ordered all this stuff and I ain't merching it. But he don't understand that it really matters about the certain merchandise that we choose. Not only that, it had been about 2 or 3 weeks since we went and visited that rental spot that we looked at. And every time I asked him about it, like the response will get like least like it I didn't like the responses less and less. You know what I mean? To the point where he just went on and told me like, nah, I think we don't really need to get that spot. He was like, really? He was like, we could just merch it out of here. I got a back room out of here. Y'all can just load up and go every day. So I know that in his mind, this done turned from once he done seen how good we merch and the amount of money that we can bring in every day, the situation has turned from why would we spend money on the building when we could just get the merchandise and they merch it? We could just, you see what I'm saying? $2,000 a day, that's still good money, as opposed to trying to build up an office and making $5,000 or $10,000 a day, but it's gonna take a little time. So I think they just wanted to take the easy route and just say, let's just right now, we'll just buy the merchandise and let them merch it. And that became an inconvenience for us because we were part of, he had also hired my two guys as part of the flow crew. I was on the flow crew. But now he don't want us to work on the flows no more. He want us to sell merchandise because he got like a whole team on flows. He got a whole crew. So maybe in his mind, he got a flow crew. He got a team out here merching. He got this going on over there. I know he had bought vending machines and was putting them in colleges and stuff like that. So this probably, I got to imagine that this is how he looking at it, because we not even going on jobs anymore to get to do flows no more. Man got us merching. Real quick, it got maybe like a week. It got to a point where we like, nah, we ain't gonna do that, bro. You ain't getting the stuff. This ain't the deal that we agreed to. We actually got out of merching because we didn't like doing it. We wanted to come and get jobs. The only reason why we agreed to come back into the merchant field is because you were gonna make me the head of it. I was gonna have them helping me, but you was gonna make me the head of it. That's the only reason why I was gonna come back to merchant. I ain't just finna be merchant. I don't really even like this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it ended up happening. We end up falling out about the merchandise that he done bought, and I'm refusing to sell. I go back and I go to doing my thing. I'm cutting grass. I'm getting money over here. I'm trying new stuff. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. For the most part, I'm just living life. I end up opening up me a business over here. I end up opening up 2-3 LLCs. I go on and move on with my life. Me and Bookman, for the most part, just stopped talking. I feel like he feel like I done betrayed him in some kind of way.